Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Promoter Oscar De La Hoya admits that him and his fighter Canelo Alvarez, they may shop around as their HBO contract ends after this Saturday's fight with Gennady Golovkin. Stay tuned. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chat channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working this Saturday. Canelo versus Triple G Part 2, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. The rematch goes down. Also, if you plan to be in Las Vegas, want to go to the Box Fan Expo, you can purchase tickets from me directly. It helps the channel. Link in the description to all my videos. Check it. Box Fan Expo. Errol Spence, Andre Ward, Mikey Garcia, Fernando Vargas, Juan Manuel Marquez, one of my favorite counterpunchers, and a slew of other fighters will be in attendance. Should be a good time. Get there. Link in the description. Now, shout out to the Los Angeles Times. Link in the description also for that. And they have an interesting article. They talked to promoter De La Hoya, he wasn't at the press conference, the final press conference for Canelo Triple G2. Not quite sure why. Maybe he had an appointment or a family emergency or something. But you see the article on their site. It says Canelo Alvarez could leave HBO and look for a new TV partner after the Gennady Golovkin rematch. And it's very interesting. De La Hoya says, and I quote, "It makes me wonder if HBO even wants to be in boxing," De La Hoya told the Los Angeles Times. And they're referring to the fact that this is the final fight to exhaust Canelo's current deal, the multi-fight deal with HBO. When he's questioning if HBO still wants to be in the sport of boxing because of, obviously, they haven't put too much energy into boxing and their boxing programming. They're getting crushed by places like Showtime, and then you have guys like Eddie Hearn and Top Rank. They're solidifying their own deals with other networks, ESPN and a new streaming site, DAZN, for Eddie Hearn. The article goes on to say, in addition to ESPN investing deeply in a 7-year union with veteran promoter Top Rank to stage bouts on cable pay-per-view and a stream on ESPN Plus, Fox just announced a deal with Premier Boxing Champs to place bouts on network and pay-per-view television, while the new streaming service DAZN will launch next week with heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua's fight. And De La Hoya says, quote, "Given the circumstances that boxing is in line at the moment with ESPN, DAZN, and the fact that Fox Television has paid millions and Showtime's doing many things, it's going to be very interesting for us and Canelo to see what HBO can do to keep him," De La Hoya said. He says, "HBO has been my family since I started boxing and has been my family up until today," De La Hoya said. "I've always given HBO the first and last opportunity, but this is a business and I must do what's best for my fighters. I want to do what's best for Canelo's career, and right now particularly boxing is a big business on television with more than 200 fights on a year." De La Hoya said he will act swiftly on the matter as a likely frenzied pursuit towards Alvarez's launch. "I'm going to carefully analyze everything, and right after the final bell Saturday, I'm moving forward with the decision to explore what's in Canelo's best interest." Shout out to Lance Pogmeyer and the Los Angeles Times. Definitely not a good sign of life for HBO boxing. It looks like possibly we may have seen the last in new media. I told you that HBO is on the decline. I got a lot of flack. People said, "Oh, you just love Heyman and you're a PBC Showtime lover." Now what do you have to say, right? Because hypothetically, let's say Canelo win or lose, but especially if he wins, let's say he beats Golovkin. Golovkin right now is 36. So I can't imagine, based on the way he fights, especially if he loses, him having that much more, and then many more years in the sport. If he loses, that's going to be a career setback. He'll lose his titles, and Derevyanchenko and Jacobs are fighting for one of his titles. So, he's going to have to go through a top guy like Canelo if Canelo beats him to get it back, or Jacobs in a rematch who already gave him a first tough fight, or Derevyanchenko if Derevyanchenko beats Jacobs for the vacant IBF title. So, if Triple G loses, that's going to be a major setback to his career, and he's no longer going to have a perfect record, and it depends on how he loses, right? Now, hypothetically saying Canelo wins, he's the young fighter. I don't know if he's the favorite. I haven't looked at the odds. I think Triple G might be the favorite. But hypothetically, if he wins and De La Hoya finds a new home for Canelo, who is HBO going to have? You know, they're going to have Kovalev, who just got knocked down 3 times by a leader, Alvarez. If Triple G loses and Canelo leaves the network, then that's not going to leave him in a good spot. Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, he's lost 2 of his last 3 fights. We'll see what happens in his 3rd fight on the Canelo Triple G undercard. You know, these aren't, it's just, you need a flagship fighter in order to keep things afloat, you know, and I don't think HBO made a lot of smart decisions, like not doing a Max Kellerman face-off for Canelo Triple G 2. They tried to do one, and then Canelo failed the drug test, but then they never resumed it. They never like reshot it, right? Canelo, it sounds like his team didn't want to do a face-off. As a network, you should have made them do a face-off. They're doing a final press conference with no face-off. You know, fans like to see that. They want to, you know, see how both fighters look. Tempers are flaring fight week. They only had 1 episode of HBO 24/7, so it kind of looks like HBO is trying to get out of the game because they're really not making a major push to stay competitive with their competitors like Showtime. That's their, you know, that's the Burger King to McDonald's. You know, that's their immediate premium network. And then you have all these streaming apps, ESPN Plus and DAZN, trying to put on some fights. So it's just like HBO is getting lost in the sauce. Let me know what you guys think. But if Canelo wins, and especially if De La Hoya pulls him and takes him to Showtime or something, then I don't see how HBO can exist, HBO Boxing, because who are you going to have? Because Jaime Munguia, I don't think he's with Golden Boy, but I think they're trying to sign him, and they're working closely with his current promoter, right? So if De La Hoya pulls like the Lemieux and other guys he has, or if he pulls Canelo, I don't see him leaving Lemieux and stuff on the network. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what HBO is gonna do. They needed someone big, Anthony Joshua or somebody, right? And Joshua's, it looks like he's content being on DAZN streaming app and going that route. So who can hold the torch for HBO and generate that income, you know, by fighting once or twice a year to keep things afloat? I don't know, especially if Canelo leaves. Let me know if you think Canelo will leave. De La Hoya, he sounds open to shop Canelo around. And again, this is not a good sign for HBO Boxing. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.